They say me, that's a lot of hype. They call me hype, but I ain't no hype. I'm truth. I'm telling the truth. I'm a truth teller. I'm not a hype man. I'm a truth teller. Even when I'm preaching in the gym or I'm talking in the gym, I'm telling these guys the truth. I'm not lighting a fire under them with fake shit. You understand? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
so you know your stuff. You definitely know your stuff at the end of the day. And you believe that this is going to be a true fish fry. You believe that this is going to be a true fish fry. It's his food. And do you believe that because of that is why they made the rematch clause?
well, no, I think if you smart, you going to have a rematch clause because ain't nothing for certain. You understand? And at a big fight like this, it'll be, a fella be, you want to get your get back, and like I say, we go through history, it's been a lot of rematches and different things like that. So that's just like part of the game. And then when you got the two best guys, you know what I'm saying, other than Boots, who everybody keep calling, who still has to prove himself, there really ain't nowhere to go. So, if you win or lose, you know what I'm saying, there's really not nowhere to go. If Errol Spence.
Well, wait a minute. We still got this fight coming up with Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis, and they will be falling in that line of title contention.
Now those guys are considered a couple levels below these guys. Now these guys are the guys just fighting.
Correct.
So, but that'll be like a victory lap. You understand? Fighting a Stanionis or a Virgil Ortiz, that'll be a victory lap. A Virgil Ortiz who's going to bring the Hispanic population will be a good fight, but Virgil Ortiz has not really impressed. Stanionis is
it's good to build the profile.
Stanionis is unknown, and so like I say, it'll be a victory lap fight. These guys are head and shoulders above these guys, and so a rematch will be in order either way, or. But we gonna whoop this guy. We go up and fight Charlo if he want to do that. But Spence,
so that too.
I think that's where we at. But right now, again, Bud is a 3-division world champion, 2-time lineal, undisputed. You can say that, but I was likened to what Derek James said at the press conference when we was just talking about the same thing the night before, being lineal and undisputed. Well. When you say undisputed, that means there's no doubt. Undisputed, the word undisputed means no doubt. And I think when you have the Ring magazine, there's no doubt that you're the champion. You are the champion.
Number one in your division.
The champion. You understand? Because when you get the Ring magazine, if you look at it, it's the champion and his 10 contenders. He's not number one. He's the champion. So he's above these guys. And then it's 10 contenders. You understand? So it's a number 1 contender through a number 10 contender. So we've done that. And like he tried to allude to Tio. But again, we've done that too before Tio. You understand? We already been lineal champion at 35, lineal champion at 40. So, either way you slice it, like I say, we head and shoulders above these guys. Again, you had a guy like Gamboa. They threw him our first title defense. You got to go back in history. This is our first title defense, and we got to fight Gamboa in our hometown. Nobody wanted to fight Gamboa. You see how he was, even with his mistakes, his shortcomings, getting dropped early, different things like that. Nobody wanted to fight him. Actually, Mikey Garcia refused to fight him. Never fight him. Mikey Garcia never wanted to fight this guy. Never fight this guy. Why he never? After he beat Orlando Solido, he won the Ring magazine title. I think they had Gamboa like. It was kind of like keeping him on the sidelines type shit anyway. Something was going on with him anyway. So when we kind of got the call for Gamboa, I was kind of shocked. But at the time, Gamboa had moved to 135, and he had beat, I think the guy that fought Bam Bam Rodriguez, not Bam Rodriguez, but the other, what's his name? No,
it's not Bam.
No. What's his name? The old guy. I'm talking about Rios. I think the guy that Rios ended up beating for that WBA title, or it was a close fight. Everybody thought Rios lost that fight or something. That same guy, Gamboa, beat for the interim title at 135. So when Bud fought him, he had already been fighting at the 35-pound division. He was the interim champion, whatever you want to call that, whatever. So he had a minor belt at 35. So my point is that he was already at 35. So like I say, we get this guy, our first title defense. We had to go to Scotland and fight Ricky Burns Beltran had already just got robbed, broke the man's jaw, went to 12-round distance with him, and just got robbed in his hometown. So we had to go through the same thing. Could have went to the cars and they robbed us, but we had such a dominant victory. You know, they had to give us the championship. So then we come back, and our only option that Top Rank wanted to give us was Gamboa. This is your first fight, got to be against Gamboa, right? Now, so of course, you know, that was a legendary night. They had the same record. They had the same amount of knockouts. You know, Bud had been a underground type of legend that you heard about in the mills, but never had made it to the, you know, this was going to be the coming out party with a big name, you know, because our fight with Ricky Burns was over in England, you know, so over in Scotland. So, you know, so we had to go through that. And then again, you know, like they were saying, the division wasn't that strong. So, you know, we got out of there. Plus 35 was too hard to make. So we got out of there, went to 40, and we used what we had, which is what everybody does, you know. You know, you got to lead on the chance. So the Delorme fight was just something to get us in the door, you understand? And hopefully we have something to hold on to that these guys want, you know. Again, we didn't have nobody at 40. It was just a division. We had to, you know, we took our time, stopped at 40, and beat the best guys at 40. You know, that was it. However you sliced it, this guy had picked up 2 pieces of the title. This other fella, he was a feared fighter. Victor Poso was a feared fighter. Like I say, Danny Garcia gave up pass.
Absolutely. Bernie, I'm gonna tell you, you're a great promoter. I ain't gonna hold you. You giving us the whole breakdown of Bud. And that's awesome for a lot of these casual Spence fans that don't necessarily know his background. I definitely appreciate that. But we got to get into some heat, man. The question is, how do you see this fight?
Are we going to beat his ass? Is daddy going to wish he had a daughter? That's what you want to hear? Is daddy going to wish he had a daughter? We're going to beat his ass. They don't got no style. They don't got no substance. They don't have no character. Like I say, when we came out for the press conference, you know, Bo, for all the shit that he talk and everything like that, he came out, congratulated everybody, thanked everybody, you know. But when Derrick James come out, I don't give a fuck what he got on a fancy suit and that shit. He didn't have no class. He didn't come out and say, you know, thanks to these guys, appreciate these guys, and none of that shit, you know. So again, they don't really handle themselves with class. And even Errol Spence, you know, even after the car accident, which was his first setback, you know, everybody's heart went out with the guy. You know, even though it was just a fight, you know, he's a fighter and it's a competition thing. You know, nobody wants to see nobody hurt or nothing like that. So, you know, Buzz definitely sent his condolence out publicly, and I think he might have called him on the phone at the same time. And so when you get a guy like that, then the first time he make his television debut, after that, the first thing he say is, we gonna give him whatever he can,